Hey friends, welcome back to Jenny Food and My Kitchen. As a private chef, I am constantly cooking in different scenarios with different clients that have different needs. I'm talking dietary needs here. So over the years, I have had to kind of collect recipes that are good for gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, sugar-free, onion-free, garlic-free. I mean, there's so many different allergies out there today that I have had to kind of collect recipes that will fill those spots as clients need them to. So today I'm sharing with you one of my favorite vegan and or dairy-free recipes with you, and that is lemon asparagus pasta. Even though it's vegan, it's very creamy and it kind of tricks your brain a little bit. It's a good one. Let's make this. All right, friends, I've got all of our ingredients for this delicious pasta. First of all, I've got my pasta. Now I'm using a Campanelle, but you can use any kind of pasta shape that is about that long and kind of cylindrical. So whatever that works out for you, go ahead and use that. And then I've got coconut milk. I've got some water here that I'm gonna add some better than bouillon veggie broth to. And then I've got garlic and onion that we're gonna saute down together. Our asparagus, of course, and then I am going to get the zest of 2 lemons, the juice of 1 1/2, and of course, a little bit of olive oil to cook everything down in. But that is it. Very simple, and this is so good. Let's get this going. I'm gonna start off by dicing up our onion, and we'll get that going in the pan with a little bit of olive oil, and then we'll add our garlic to that after it cooks for just a few minutes. To me, every good recipe starts with diced onion. I use a lot of onion. So we'll get this diced up into our pan. All right, I'm gonna get those right into our pan with a little bit of olive oil. And then we'll get this going on the back stove. And one nice thing about this recipe is it comes together pretty darn quick. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit of olive oil in the pan to get those onions going, and we'll get those going on the back stove. And then while those start sauteing, I'm just gonna go ahead and get our asparagus ready. Now, the best way to prep your asparagus is just to take it and break it wherever that break happens. That way you eliminate the woody ends, and by woody I mean kind of tough and stringy. So we're just going to get the ends off of our asparagus, and then we will saute those down in a separate pan until they're almost done. Just a little bit of crunch left in those, because we're going to add those into our pasta at the very last minute. All right, I've got our asparagus completely ready. Now I'm going to cut those to be about the same size as the pasta. That way it'll just kind of all go really nice in the dish. And I'm going to go ahead and just put those right in my pan. And I'm going to get those going as well. And then once, like I said, they're completely kind of sauteed down and ready for the recipe, we'll just turn them off and kind of let them sit till the last minute. All right, I'm going to get everything moved back to the back counter while our asparagus and onions are going. But I need 9 ounces of this pasta, so I'm going to go ahead and just weigh that off. A little more than half. And there we have it. All right, we've got our onions going. We are just about ready to add that garlic in there. And then over here, I've got our asparagus also just kind of sauteing off. So 2 pans, 1 stove. All right, our onions are ready for the garlic. Now, the recipe calls for about 3 cloves. I'm just gonna add like a solid teaspoon full of garlic. I think that'll work. And then we will saute those right into our onions as well. Let that go for a minute, and then we'll add our pasta and our stock. That asparagus is cooking up nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and add our pasta and our 2½ cups of water, to which I will add 2½ tablespoons of veggie broth. All right, I'm adding in our stock. That's 2 teaspoons, and then I need just about ½ a teaspoon there. All right, here's the unexpected part. Now, the recipe calls for 1 cup of coconut milk. What I like to do is measure off the cream first, because really that's what we're looking for. It's the coconut cream that gives this recipe that creamy texture. So I'm going to fill up my cup first with all of that cream. We're almost to the top here. And then we'll just dump that in. If I need a little bit of that liquid at the bottom, I will add that as well. I think we're good. This is mostly cream. All right, we've got our 1 cup of coconut cream, and I'm going to add that right in. All right, now we're going to bring this up to a boil, and while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and zest my lemons and then get the juice of a 1.5 lemons in there as well as continuing to cook our asparagus. So I've got 1 lemon completely zested. I'm just zesting the second one in there. And then I will go ahead and cut these in half and juice those. All right, so now I'm getting the zest of 3 halves of lemon. So 1.5 lemons. All right, friends, she is almost done. I just wanted to show you really quick how cute that Campanelle pasta is. Kind of almost looks like rolled up lasagna noodles, but it is almost done. I would say another 2 minutes or so. It is just about al dente. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that asparagus into this, mix it together, and then we'll let it set for about 5 minutes before we taste. All right, in goes our asparagus. All right, friends, our lemon asparagus vegan pasta dish is finished, and I'm telling you, this is so good. It's very creamy tasting. It's still pretty warm, but our pasta is completely cooked. And kind of, as you'll see, that's what I'm saying about the noodles. Now these are so cute, and they just are about the same size as the asparagus. So it just looks nice together on a plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a taste. It's lemony without being too lemony. Now, if you are a lemon person, I would go ahead and add that extra ½ a lemon juice, but that is perfect. Now, if you are vegan, I would maybe shake a little nutritional yeast over top of this just for that Parmesan cheese kind of flavor. Or if you don't mind putting a little Parmesan cheese, you could do that. You could swap the veggie for chicken broth if you wanted to keep this dairy free but weren't concerned about the meat aspect. You could also shred some chicken into this and it would be beautiful. Friends, this is a good recipe. It's very comforting and satisfying. I always get rave reviews on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lunch. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.